Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? I just looked at my watch and I thought, oh, it'll be 3:30. It's only 1:30. This day is dragging like crazy. I don't know why. Sarah was supposed to drop by sometime this morning, my daughter, but I guess she got waylaid, so decided to make it another day. So I kind of hung around for that. So I guess maybe that's why I feel like I haven't gotten much accomplished today. I was sitting watching this TV show called The Block on Prime. It's an I'm not really a big fan of Australian TV, but I'm looking for home decor ideas, and I'll talk to you about that after. So anyway, let's get today's bag out of the way. But before I do that quickly, Leather Bag Lady weather report. It's not such a great day today. Yesterday I sat out in the sun in front of my front door and was wonderful. Today, not so much. It is so icy. Oh my goodness me. The ice, because the snow, we've talked about this. The snow is melting, and whatever is wet by the time the evening time comes just turns to sheet ice, and it is crazy dangerous. Anyway, the spot between both, I park both my cars in the driveway in the winter just because I do, and they don't like it in front, but I really don't give a shit because nobody helps me shovel the driveway, and that is my perk that I give myself for having to do that every year. So, but the ice buildup, the snow buildup between the gaps in between my two cars, you take your life in your hands. You really do. Anyway, bag today is, it's a great, actually, where's my notes? I got all my notes out. Here it is. And I forgot to put them where I need them. Why are these glasses? Oh, they're not my most, they're not my strongest glasses, but for some reason, oh, maybe they are. Since when do I have two pairs of blue glasses? Oh, well, there you go. I didn't realize I had two pairs of blue glasses. Let's see if these ones are any better. Oh, that's better. Oh, so these must be, anyway, whatever. You don't want to hear about my fight with my glasses. So today's bag is a Kenneth Cole reaction bag. Not a huge fan of Kenneth Cole. Dion Dean talks about Kenneth Cole's shoes. Yeah, you don't wear them if you've got to go anywhere. They are a sitting shoe or a from the sidewalk to the seat in the restaurant shoe. The bags are okay. They're great quality. I just find them really boring, and I don't tend to pick them up. But today's bag is a Kenneth Cole reaction bag, and it's lovely. And it's that color. It's that color that gets me every time. And the shape. Now, Lynn, I know you're going to like this bag. I know you are. But I don't know. I think that feet first, that little black one, probably trumps this one. Albeit that this one is a little bigger. And this one has a secret zippered compartment. Goes to about here, so it's not very deep. But I love this color. This burgundy color is just gorgeous. Don't see many Kenneth Coles with a hang tag on them. There's your Kenneth Cole reaction. It's simple, but there's a lot going on. So it's got a complementary stitch color and then just these little notches in the stitching, which just adds a little bit of interest. You've got that little zipper that I showed you, and I'm keeping track of these pull tags because I've got all that scrap leather, and one of these days in my spare time, which I'm gonna have none of, and I'll tell you why in a bit, I like to think I might venture to pull tag land. So here's a very small phone pouch. So this is late 90s, early 2000s. And there's a slip pocket there, a zipper pocket here, and that's your interior. And it has this nylon insert. Now, this nylon is very similar to the Harvey's bags, which are made out of seatbelt straps. So it's very similar to that, very hard wearing. So there's a lot going on, a lot. I love these bags. They're called baguette bags because they're long, like a baguette piece of bread. That's why they're called that. Now, there is a couple of issues with this bag. One is fairly minor in that it's just some glue bleed through right there. And there is a little bit here. You can just see it in the ruching. Seems to be fairly typical in a lot of bags. Now, the other thing which just burns me up is this bloody glazing. And there is a little bit of you can just see it lifting a little bit there. And on the other side. Now, it's secure, and if it did lift, I would be tempted to just pull it all off. And what I've done in the past is I've just got a marker that's the same color, and I've just spit it out, Lynn. I've just colored it in, because what tends to happen, and the reason the glazing is there, is because they do not use a solid piece of leather. So if you see how this is just a piece of leather that's folded over and stitched, that's what this is. So what they do is they have a piece of leather, and then a piece of cardboard in the middle. They push it all together, stitch it, and then they glaze across the top. Which, I mean, the bag is perfect except for that glazing. And it is just the same in so many bags. I wish they wouldn't do it, but they do. Anyway, I've got some interesting facts about Kenneth Cole, which, you know, some people's ingenuity is absolutely amazing. So 1984, Kenneth Cole was predominantly a shoe company. He could not get this. Like, just who? I don't know. I guess if you're in that world, you know what that world consists of. He couldn't afford to have a spot in a fashion trade show. So let me get this right. In New York, he got a permit to shoot a movie. So he was able to park a truck for 3 days, calling it a movie set. I guess he was filming his first, it was like a trunk show, but out of the back of a U-Haul truck or whatever. So whilst Fashion Week was going on in New York, he was filming a movie. Really wasn't filming a movie, but he got a permit to film the movie so that he could park a truck in this spot for 3 days. And he sold, let me get this right. He sold over 40,000 pairs of shoes in that 3 days. So he created a fake movie company. Like, how brilliant is that? So 1984, selling shoes. 1987, he launched his handbags. 1996, he was considered one of the best 200 small companies. 1994, prior to that, his company goes public. So, way to go, Kenneth Cole. I mean, ingenuity. And I'm going to use Kenneth Cole as our history piece today. So, videos are getting a little bit too long. So, let's leave it at that. Now, I'm not selling my house anymore. had a little bit of a falling out with my friend who was helping me with that. Not quite sure what was going on there, but yeah, I've been relying too much on people's information and I've kind of gotten screwed a little bit. I'm a big girl. I'm a resourceful girl. I have captained my own ship for years. Why am I relying on people now? I don't know. I've gotten complacent. I've gotten scaredy cat in my old age. Whatever. No more. Plus, I did not think for 1 minute that moving to a trailer living situation was going to be more expensive than my house. Now, did I think it was going to be cheaper? No, because I'm in a very unique situation where the house I own is it's a car payment for most people. So most people are coming from a huge property tax bill, a huge mortgage, and they're halving, if not quartering, their monthly expenses. For me, that was not the case. If anything, I was going to be moving horizontally. But in order to do that, I was happy to do that to get a better place to live. But as I was looking at trailers that were $200,000 a year or to buy, plus the lot fees at the trailer park, plus then the internet is crap, so you're now going to have to go into town every day to use the internet to do my videos to you. Now, am I going to be able to house the thousands of bags that I have? Nope. So now I'm into storage costs. I've got 2 cars. Am I going to be able to park 2 cars? No, it's just not going to be feasible. Yes, there's a lot of issues where I live here, but you know what? I've lived with them for 16 years. I can live with them for some time more. And hopefully at some point I will get some help or I will figure out how I'm going to solve my problems. So as you can see, I started putting mirrors back up on the walls. And yeah, I'm quite relieved actually. The thought of not knowing where I was going to go every winter, I would have figured it out. I know I would have, but it was freaking me out. And you never know, maybe in a year or two, I may still look at it. But for right now, plus the business is, my little business is starting to look like it needs to move on or cease to exist. And it's not going to cease to exist. So I need to move on and make it a little bigger than it is now. And that means that things need to get a little bit more organized and a little bit more, technical, I guess, in how I'm doing. I mean, this is just a hobby. I mean, I'm a shopper. I would be buying all this stuff regardless of whether or not I called it a business. So thank goodness that I do offer it out to everybody, because then I truly would be one of those hoarders in one of those shows that I was watching. So that's a little bit of an update on what's going on in my world. What's today? Thursday. I was supposed to go to the falls tonight, but that's got canceled, which every time this friend and I try to get together, it gets canceled. Yeah, people just don't know what their schedules are and whatnot. But oh well, one of my Fort Erie crew, and they're dealing with grandchildren, and yeah, no, I'm just as glad. I wasn't really ready to go back to the falls so soon after the weekend. So anyway, everybody, hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.